Welcome back from Florida, Sierra.
Thanks. I want to go back. It's too cold.
Look at that. Oh, there it's coming. It's so cold that our propane tank is, the propane's starting to gel up. So we're not getting very good propane flow. It's so cold. Morning, ladies. Buddy. Look out, Skeet. All right, well, that should be it for chickens sleeping inside the cabin for a little bit. But man, we have had some cold temps. Today's gonna be the last day though, and then we have survived the cold snap. We had 3 or maybe 4 days of minus 30 degrees or colder. Last night was minus 45 degree Fahrenheit wind chills. That's why they had to sleep inside. The air temp is about minus 22 right now this morning. But like I said, it's going to warm up from here on out. The next 4 or 5 days, above zero. So we have survived our first real cold snap in the cabin. So the morale is up. So before the hickey jokes start coming in, that's actually a wood stove burn on my neck. I was putting wood in the fire the other night. In the middle of the night, you know, it was dark. I was kind of tired. I was putting a log in, dropped it, and then when I bent over to grab the log, I caught my neck on the wood stove door. It's not as bad as it looks, but I don't know, you gotta do something stupid every once in a while, don't you? Not a very good start to 2022 for Kyle's cabin, but we can only go up from here. Should we go check the chicken, Skeeter? You gonna have this one for breakfast, Skeet? Drop it. Drop. Skeet. Thought you were grabbing that egg for me. Let's go inside, Skeeter. It's too cold. Come on. Come on. Well, it has warmed up to minus 19, which is minus 28.5 Celsius. So it's starting to warm up this morning. Yeah, we're starting to put a pretty good dent in the wood supply. This will not last us the full winter, but I do have a pretty good stack right here. This stuff's all ready to rip, so I just got to shovel it out and run the chainsaw one day and get all that bucked up. But that's all good stuff, and if we run out of that, there's plenty of standing dead stuff and trees that are hung up out there that are good and dry, so we'll make it. We all know how fast time goes by. It's already middle of January pretty much. In a month it'll be middle of February, so 2 months will be middle of March, and it'll be longer days and warmer weather. At least, you know, 20s and 30s or so. Get a couple real cold days in March once in a while, but then when you're into March, you know you got spring right around the corner, so just got to weather the storm for another 2 months, 60 days, and then we'll be into some sunshine and a little bit warmer temps, so it'll go by. If it sounds like I'm slurring my words a little bit, it's not because I've been hitting the sauce, it's because your mouth kind of quits working in these temperatures. You know, your jaw starts getting frozen. Some people were wondering in my last video why I split my firewood so small. I don't split it all this small, but I like to have a good supply of this stuff that is split a little bit smaller. Just because in the middle of the night when you get up to stoke the fire, this stuff just throws out a ton of heat right away. And then I keep a good supply of bigger chunks too for longer burns. But I like that little stuff. It just throws off a bunch of heat into the room, like right now. Skeeter, are you ready for your breakfast? Come here. Come here. Here you go, buddy. You get your own eggs. Yeah, let those cool down a little bit. You gotta keep the calorie intake up in these cold temperatures. The little chickadees did decide that they like the northern pike carcass. Took them a little bit to kind of warm up to it, but they've picked it pretty clean. Time to get another one up there. And of course they love the deer leg there. They're on that all day. So this afternoon I'm going to knock out a quick little project that I want to get done. I'm going to make some wood bins right here for our firewood. We have a terrible system right now. We just have this towel laid down, you know, and it's pretty messy. and very unorganized. So we definitely need some wood bins. We do have like this little wood rack, but it's kind of cheesy and it only holds like 6 chunks of firewood. And I want to have a pretty nice big one with dividers. I have no idea. I'm just going to kind of make this up on the fly, depending on how much wood I have laying around here. And yeah, just have it organized so I can have like a little cubby for kindling, some bigger chunks and maybe some medium-sized chunks. I don't know yet. We'll just see how it turns out, but definitely am excited to get rid of this system. Okay, well now that I got everything kind of moved out of the way right here, we can kind of visualize. So the wood bins are going to come up to about here. There'll be a 9-inch gap between the mantle and the top of the wood bins. It's going to kind of bug me that it'll be sort of not centered over the TV, but there's not really much I can do about that because the hearth sticks out that far, so it just kind of is what it is.
It's weird.
Alright, so change of plans. Like I said, I'm making this thing up on the fly. I'm just going to do 2 cubbies, just a big one down below for overnight wood, you know, regular size firewood, and then this will be kind of a little shelf, or a little opening right here, and that's where I'll just put all my kindling. And it's not a very, you know, tall opening, but you'll be able to get a lot of kindling all the way, you know, the full length of this. And that's really all that I need. So I have some tongue and groove, some salvaged tongue and groove up in the loft I'll grab. And then we'll just make a shelf right here, and then same thing on the bottom. And then sheet in the sides, and that'll pretty much be it. So I'm just about done. I ended up using plywood left over from the ceiling to sheet in the sides. All I gotta do now is, I think I'm just gonna rip a piece of plywood just to cover this up right here, because this one's white and this one's got paint splatters on it. And I just think it'll make it look a lot better. And then, yeah, none of this is stained. I don't know, I'll let my interior designer decide if she wants to stain this or paint it. That'll be up to her, but I'm just gonna, yeah, sheet these little pieces in on the end so it looks a little better, and then that'll be that. Then we'll fill it up. Okay, so the wood bins are complete. I think it turned out pretty good considering I, just used whatever scrap stuff I had laying around. It'll be up to Sierra, like I said, if she wants to stain this or whatever. I'm sure she'll want to, but she's better at that kind of stuff than me, color coordinating and all that. So, and then I'm sure she'll add some decor. Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of shelf room here actually, for some pictures or whatever else. But that's not my field of expertise, so I'll let her go wild with that. But let's fill this thing up. Dug out pretty good, Skeeter. Are you sure it's in there, Skeeter? Look out, Skeet. Look out. Look out, buddy. Skeeter, you weren't kidding, buddy. We got it. We got it. You were at that like all afternoon. So I know that this amount of firewood, about roughly one sled load, will last me a full night at 30 below. So the wood bins will hold probably 2 or 3 times as much, so it'll hold enough firewood for quite a few days. It's kind of fun, get to do a puzzle every time I fill this up. Well, there we go. That's a good project to get done. It was getting pretty messy around here, just throwing wood around the stove kind of like we were. So this definitely neatened up the area. I'm happy with how it turned out. Plenty of wood underneath, good supply of kindling up top, and now we have kind of a little shelf for other things. I'm sure Sierra will put her magic touch on this and make it a little more cute, but all in all, yeah, it was a good thing to get done. Well, all right, my friends, that's going to be a wrap for this Wednesday video. I appreciate all the support, all the comments. That's what makes this worth doing to me is yeah, just any input that we get, we love getting it. It's just nice knowing that people enjoy watching the videos. Makes me want to keep making them. Like I said, that's what makes this worth doing, and that's why I do it. So I appreciate all the support. I apologize that you had to stare at my nasty boo-boo on my neck this entire video. You got to do something stupid once in a while. You just live and learn, I guess. But again, appreciate all the support, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good rest of your week.